welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Unfortunate and we like to do Sims 4 and Minecraft shenanigans on this channel. Mostly they are usually creative videos to do with the games, so I'd like to welcome you guys back, or if you're new, welcome for the first time. Today I have a really cool build. I am absolutely in love with it. It is 100% inspired by the new Paranormal stuff pack that just got released earlier this week, I believe. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late on releasing a video. I did have for you videos already planned for the entire week, so this one's got Friday's slot. I hope that's okay with you guys, but let's go ahead and get right on into the build. As you can see here, I have went ahead and used a lot of the objects. Well, not a lot of them, sorry. I used 2 objects for the roofing here. A few more will be added, but as far as Paranormal stuff pack, we used the lamps, the desk lamps or table lamps, and we used Lady Ravendancer's crystal ball. And this is actually called Lady Ravendancer's Air Boo and Boo. It's a play on words for Airbnb, and for those of you that don't know what an Airbnb is, basically a homeowner has a lot of bedrooms and they chose to just rent them out instead of letting them get dusty is basically the whole concept of an Airbnb. You can rent people's entire houses, you can rent just a bedroom, there's all kinds of different things that you can do with an Airbnb, and for this we went ahead and made it Lady Ravendancer's Airbnb. Air Boo and Boo, play on words. I thought it was kind of cute. I got the Air Boo and Boo idea from a Scooby-Doo movie. I love Scooby-Doo. One of the movies that they're in, I totally forget the characters, but one of the guys said that, oh, we need to check into our Air Boo and Boo, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I gotta use that, like, eventually, and I was gonna use it for Halloween, but I ended up not, so I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to do that here. You will probably notice that this is crazy inspired by my Purple Palace. My Purple Palace is a video that I had just come out with not too long ago, and it is a massive purple, gold, and black palace, and I absolutely love that build, but I lost all the speed build footage, so it is unfortunately just a tour. And I really hated that because the interior of my heart and soul was not with the interior. It was with the exterior 100%, but I noticed that whenever I was creating this build, my heart and soul went into the interior, and a lot of times, you know, I try my best on the interior, but a lot of times it's all about the exterior for me. I just have so much fun with the exterior. Speaking of which, this is totally 100% playable. Everything should work properly. It comes with a kitchen, a seance room, a living room, dining room, 2 bedrooms that you can rent out for the Airbnb or Air Boo and Boo, however you want to say it. And then of course we have Lady Ravendancer's bedroom. This is her house, and usually the owner lives at the Airbnb, but sometimes you can rent out entire houses, so that's not the case half the time, I guess. So we can just say maybe this is her summer house and she just has a bedroom if she decides to come and stay, or it could just be a suite that she rents out, or maybe she just rents out the entire house. This house is on a haunted lot, so you can go ahead and pop it open and go on in and start up the whole haunted sequence situation. And I wonder what kind of ghosts you would get here, but I don't know. I love this because I got so inspired by just looking at the few objects that came with this stuff pack. This stuff pack came with so much good stuff. I'm so excited for it, and I cannot wait to actually get in game and play the gameplay. I haven't gotten to play Sims 4 gameplay in so long. Enough about that and my problems. Let's talk about the actual build here. The roof, you'll notice, is super detailed. I just want to talk about it for a second. I used a few objects, obviously, that are more than just Paranormal stuff pack and base game. We used 2 specific items from Get Famous, and that's going to be the swan sign with the gold swatch, and then of course the, I guess, podium with the golden almost looking pillow sitting on top of it. That served as like almost like a 4th story of the house. Obviously it's a faux 4th story, you can't actually go in there, but I thought it looked really cool sitting up on top of the roof. Plus I really needed to try to balance the gold right. That is one of the most difficult thing about these builds with gold. It's balancing the gold with the rest of the colors, and sometimes I feel like I don't have enough gold, which is probably not the case. But anyway, at first I thought I wanted to do a bathhouse. I wanted to do basically in Spirited Away, I think it's Baba. I think that's the name of the witch. I might be wrong. Baba might be a different witch in a whole nother story. But Baba is, if that's her name, basically manager, or she owns the bathhouse in Spirited Away. And this bathhouse is gorgeous. It's over the top. It's just fantastic. And that's the vibes I got when I was creating this. And I was like, it's gonna be a bathhouse. It'll be gorgeous. So I put, you know, debug pipes on the side to make it look like it was having water and come in and out and whatnot. So it made it look like there was water coming in and out and not. I'm laughing because it took me 3 times to get that sentence right. We decided not to go with the bathhouse idea because I really wanted to furnish the interior with almost like home kind of kind of setup. I'm always down to do community lots, but for some reason I just really thought it would be my best opportunity to do the air boo and boo right now because I really wanted to do the air boo and boo. Doesn't that just sound so cute? On with the build again. I keep getting distracted. I apologize. So, right, those are the pieces we used for the roof, and of course the crystal ball and the table lamp from Paranormal Stuff Pack. And then we used a lot of Get Famous stuff because there's a lot of gold stuff in Get Famous. We actually used the base game, I think, or it may have came with City Living to create the sign on the front of it. It does look like Asian characters, of course. However, it could be however you want it to be. The reason why I got the really hardcore Spirited Away bathhouse vibes is because of that sign, but I think it works just fine for anything really. It's The Sims, so I went ahead and used it. I hope everyone's okay with that. As far as the landscaping goes, I was going to leave it quite simple and I was not going to do anything crazy, but maybe lift it up a little bit, put some flowers everywhere and some trees. But then I got that done and I was like, it doesn't look like it matches how grand this house is. So then that's when I decided to lift it up several layers, and I put this window from Realm of Magic super huge behind it. I've always wanted to do that, you guys. I have no idea why, but I've always wanted to blow up one of those circular windows and put them behind one of my builds, and I just never got around to it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it in this build. Screw it. So I did. I think it looks kind of cool. It almost looks like it's like, I don't know, like it's either a hidden world or it's like sitting on a shelf or it's fake. I don't know. It looks really neat though, in my opinion. We went ahead and lined up the walls of the terrain with rocks as I usually do, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. I hope you're not getting tired of my terrain. I usually like to focus on the build itself, and then the terrain kind of is just an extra bonus, but I do want to do more builds where the terrain is very important in accordance to the build. I just don't know when I'm gonna get around to that, so hopefully very soon. I went ahead and used a lot of red and green because I wanted to really bring out the red that's in the build, and I used a few yellow flowers to bring out the gold as well. You'll notice that I use some daisies to line out the paths, and then I use some of these red, I forgot the flower was called, but those you can find in the Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, and we just decked the entire lot out with those. And we used Sulani grass throughout the entire build as well. I do believe the landscaping altogether has base game, Sulani, Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, and Cats and Dogs, because I use the Cats and Dogs rocks because those rocks look so good. I don't know what it is about them. They look really good. So there's actually quite a few stuff packs used in my builds, and there's a lot. All of my builds are just packed full of stuff packs. I do own every single one of them. I personally feel like that the games have been on sale for so long, for so much, that I feel like a lot of people probably have the whole game by now. Not saying that everyone does, obviously. I still do tons of giveaways where people do need those stuff packs, or any of those packs regardless. So I get it if you can't afford it or whatnot, but I think we're at the point where it is probably okay for me to use them all if I want to. If you guys don't mind commenting down below and let me know if you would like to see a limited stuff pack, or if you think that might be something good for me, please let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know what you thought about this build in the comments. Like, I really want to know what you guys think. I really want to get your feedback. We're growing a lot on this channel, and I need you guys to tell me what you want to see, tell me if I'm doing good. And I mean, a lot of you guys are obviously telling me that I'm doing good, so thank you so much. Don't be afraid to be honest though. Let me know if you think I'm being too repetitive or something of the sort. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video right here, you guys. I'm sorry this voiceover was such a mess. I'm so hyper right now. I drank way too much black tea. As always, if you found yourself having fun, please don't forget to hit the like button. That tells YouTube that I'm okay and they can show me off to people that may have never seen me before. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already and you'd like to be, and you don't want to miss out on another build. And I'm going to be bringing challenges back to the channel very, very soon. So you guys take care. Love you all. Bye. Oh.
Ask you what you're thinking about, ask you what you're dreaming about. Say your life is full of doubts, you don't know what you're talking about. You tell me what's on your mind, but how can you be so blind? I am the one who's hurting, but I'm just a burden. In the chaos I see the bliss, in the mayhem I see the abyss. Just when you I obey all your desires, but you let me burn in the fire. Spent my days trying to impress, fill up your emptiness. I don't know what else to say. I can feel you pull away.